A new form of Ozempic could be on the way. We've talked about this a lot. The type 2 diabetes drug that's also being prescribed to help people lose weight has to be injected at least once a week, so you've got to get a shot. But pharmaceutical heavyweights are racing to see who can get a pill version on the market first. This would be a big deal. Let's bring in NewsNation medical contributor Dr. Dave Montgomery. Dr. Dave, good to see you, my friend. Am I correct in assuming that Ozempic in pill form would only drive up its popularity, its demand even higher?
Yeah, good morning to you, Marky. Think about this, right? We know that the drug is effective, right? Think about the numbers of people who are not lining up for an injection, right? I looked at this. The CDC says 1 in 4 adults have an aversion to needles.
Yeah,
those people are not going to get this one, right? So they want the pill form. If it's just as effective, Marky, I think we're looking at a breakthrough.
Okay, now it would be a breakthrough, but what is your take on Ozempic? You know, a lot of people have abused the diabetes drug to fast track weight loss. Are there legitimate cases for prescribing it for weight loss patients? I mean, what happened to just diet and exercise? Where do you stand there?
Yeah, no, so this is a big debate. The clinical trials are really clear, and people like me who are cardiologists are excited about the drug, not just because of its effectiveness with diabetes, which is why it got its first sort of hump in popularity, but also for cardiologists, it actually helps people prevent cardiovascular disease. We don't talk about that a lot. So we know that this has got a lot of effectiveness. Now, when it was discovered that it also caused weight loss, in addition to helping people with diabetes, that seemed like a win-win situation, right? But we've got to keep in mind that it's not for everybody, that there are side effects. Here's my approach to it. If you're going to take the drug in my clinic, you've got to show me that you've made the changes to start losing weight.
Yeah.
So I use about a 5% weight loss.
Yeah, put in some work.
Yeah. About a 5% weight loss. Why? Well, because once I give you the drug, it's going to work even more effectively, and I take it away, we don't want you to go back to your old lifestyle. Here's the last piece. Obesity is a very complicated condition. This is not some pull yourself up by your bootstraps, I can't believe that you're obese type of thing. If it were that simple, people would just go on a diet and it would work. This is really complicated. We've got to be careful by saying, hey, listen, just go move more and eat less.
Yeah, it's a genetic problem for so many Americans. And speaking of efficacy, you know, to the last point that you were making, would a pill version be just as effective as the shots?
Yeah, well, you know, I think there's a lot of people who hope so, including the scientists who are at the bench trying to figure this out. There is a pill form out right now. It's called Rybelsus. And Rybelsus has not shown the same effectiveness across the board. And it's a very simple biology there. So when you take a medication, it goes through the digestion, particularly the liver, and the liver changes the drug. And that's why it's harder for for a pill to meet the same standard, for example, as an injection that does not go through that same sort of step.
And we've heard of the side effects of this drug. You know, you hear about balding, you hear about bloating. Are there any side effects that doctors are concerned about here for patients who keep on taking it, whether it's via injection or via the pill? What concerns you the most for long-term use?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that concerns me is women who are pregnant or women who are planning to be pregnant. The drug maker says, if you are even planning to be pregnant, don't take the drug because it takes a while for the drug to get out of your system, and the drug can cause fetal loss and problems with the mom. Aside from all the GI side effects, which are, as we've seen in the news, raising the ER visits, I think we've got to be really careful with this. And in my clinic, just like in other responsible doctors' clinics, you should follow up with your doctor on a regular basis. We do every month before we go up on the dose, for example, to make sure things that in your blood aren't changing, to make sure you're feeling okay, and to make sure the drug is still serving you. If it's not serving you, you should put it away because the consequences are dire.
And Dr. Dave, just one last question while I still have you. I know a lot of people are probably watching this segment who have tested Ozempic before, they've used it themselves, and their ears are perking up thinking, hey, I could soon get this in pill form. How long do you think it might take before this would actually hit the market and get the green light? Widespread.
Yeah, that's a really important question. I think, you know, when we start seeing things in the public, it is in many cases decades later. In this particular case, the GLPs have been sort of out for a couple decades. But that being said, it's unclear how close they are. If they start murmuring about it, you probably can expect in the next year or so to hear something more about it. But the development, the trials are ongoing. So we'll wait to see.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.